Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another squishy tutorial and I'm going to be showing you how to make these little Hello Panda cookies, obviously in squishy version. And I got these when I was in Norwich a few weeks ago and I just thought this would be a really cute idea because I've never seen anyone make squishies of these. And this is also a collab with Grape Snaps, and I'm really excited to be collaborating with her because she's one of my most favourite people on YouTube. And for her video she's going to be showing you how to make a cup noodle squishy, which I think is a really clever idea, so you should definitely go and watch her video once you're done watching my video. So I'll link it in the description box below. And also please go and subscribe to her channel because she makes so many adorable and amazing squishies. So I'll also link her channel below in the description box. And by the way, we have decided to call this the Package Squishy Challenge. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make squishies of these like food items, and then we're going to put them back in the original packaging. So hopefully that makes sense. So yep, I really hope you enjoy it and let's get started. So first what I did was I drew two templates onto a piece of card just using a pencil. So for the first one you just want to draw basically a bear shape, and then for the next one you just want to draw an oval shape, and as you can see I'm actually using two of the real cookies as reference. And they don't have to look perfect, but you want to make sure that they're roughly the same size. And I did decide to make them just a little bit bigger than the actual cookies, as you can see. So next we want to start cutting these out. So once you've finished cutting out the two templates, next what you want to do is you want to trace them onto your foam. And it's up to you how many you want to make. I decided to make 10 in total. So I'm going to make 5 bear shaped ones and then 5 oval shaped ones. And again, you just want to make sure that they're roughly the same size. And then next what you want to do is you want to start cutting these out. So here's what they both look like so far. So you just want to cut around the outline using your scissors. And then what you want to do is you want to start smoothing off the other side of the squishy by just making curved cuts like so. And you also want to do the same thing for the oval ones. So again, you just want to make curved cuts all the way around it. And you just want to keep doing that until they look something like this. And then what you want to do is you just want to just snip around the bottom of the squishy like so. So that way the bottom part of the squishy looks a little bit more rounded, if that makes sense. And again, you want to do that for the bear shaped ones as well. And I'm just using the real cookies as reference. So I'm just going to finish this and then we can move on to the next step. So next what I did was I mixed some white, yellow and a tiny bit of burnt sienna paint together, and I painted the cookies. And then what I did was I just mixed some of the burnt sienna and yellow paint together to create a lighter brown colour, and then I just dabbed it onto the cookies just using a little sponge brush to create some shading. And you also want to shade the back of the cookies using the same brown colour. And again, I just dabbed it on using a sponge. And you want to do the same thing for all of the squishies. So now moving on to the next step. So next what I did was I mixed some dark brown and burnt sienna paint together, and I just painted some lines on the back of all of the squishies. So basically just want to paint on some zigzags on all of the cookies. And I just used a thin paintbrush to do this. And again, I just used some of the real cookies as reference. And it's okay if it looks a little bit messy. And then what I did was I used my brown puffy paint to paint a dot in the centre of each cookie to create the chocolate filling. So that's what they look like so far. So now you want to let these dry and then we can move on to the next step. So next what I did was I painted on the panda designs on the front of all of the cookies. And this wasn't easy, as you can see. Some of them, or most of them, did turn out a little bit messy, but I tried my best. So I just used my brown puffy paint and a thin paintbrush to paint on the pandas. And then I just mixed some white, yellow and a tiny bit of burnt sienna paint together for the lighter details, such as the highlights in the eyes. And again, I just used a thin paintbrush and a dotting tool to paint them on. And you can do whatever designs you want for yours. So for this one he's playing football, and this one is supposed to be riding a skateboard, and then these two, I think this one he's playing baseball, and then this one he's playing hockey, and then this one he or she is cheerleading, and then this one I think he's playing tennis. And then I just decided to paint just some pandas on 4 of the cookies. And I just used some of the designs that were on the box as reference. So that's what they look like. So now we're going to let these dry, and then we can move on to the next step. So here is what they look like once they are all dry. And again, I know the pandas didn't turn out the best, but I still think some of them look pretty cute, like this one for example. I also think this one looks pretty cute. And maybe this one as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them inside the original Hello Panda box. So as you can see, it is empty because I've eaten all of the cookies. And by the way, this step is just completely optional. You do not have to do this if you don't have a Hello Panda box, then that's fine. You could probably just make one yourself, or you can just leave them as they are. And then once you've done that, you are finished. And I am pretty happy with how some of these came out. And they're also quite squishy, as you can see. So yeah, just take your time when painting on the pandas, because it was quite difficult for me because of all the details, so it wasn't like easy painting it like this small, if that makes sense. I'm still pretty happy with them. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and again, please don't forget to go and watch Grape Snap's video. Again, I'll link it in the description box below, and also please go and subscribe to her channel. And also thank you so much, Grape Snaps, for collaborating with me. So I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.